Okay. I'm just going to interrupt the flow of the Open G tapes just to drop into Open C or C mode, whatever, the C tuning, which is so often used by those doggedly ploughing the English canon, as it were. I wasn't trying to do sort of diss open tunings in any way. I was just trying to explain sort of why I don't use them that much. There's nothing wrong with the C tuning. I've got a guitar kept in that tuning. C, G, C, G, C, E, which is the most basic one, and then people will start doing lots of variations of it, like dropping the E, you know, to E flat, and so on and so forth. Just to be perverse, I will now play 2 verses of an Irish song which I'm known for singing, just to demonstrate the absolute basic chord work. Tuning as always a bit dodgy, and those of you listening very carefully, of course, will notice that the intonation is wrong again on this guitar, even though I've got a heavier string on and have played with the saddle. Needs looking at again. So in order for it to fret in tune, it's tuned slightly flat. So I'm not ever going to hit that open C there. So there. Fare you well, sweet dawn ago, the Rosses and Guido, crossing the main ocean, where plunging billows roar. It breaks my heart for us to part. We've spent many happy days, and so on. Obviously it works beautifully. That's the basic chords. But the reason why I'm actually here doing this is because working on an album project at the moment, and as with all my album projects, it's already escalated out of control. The album's called, the working title is still called Boys Called William, Girls Called Nancy. It's predominantly traditional, and the idea was to have one disc of completely acoustic stuff, largely West Country based, and then another second album where it's all rhythm section and fairly electric in feel, although closer to the idea of English inverted commas country music than the folk rock a sort of approach, which sort of been there, done that. So I'm doing something a bit different. However, I've already got enough acoustic material sort of outlined for at least 2 albums. So we maybe, I don't know, we'll see where it goes. Anyway, the point is that although that's the basic idea of it, I am looking at a bunch of other songs, and of course revisiting some songs that I know and love so well and have done so many times over the years. You know, it's just what happens, isn't it, my dears? It's just what happens. So here is one I was just looking at, and of course it does actually suit my voice and suit the C tuning. And because the great thing about the C tuning, that so many open tunings, is it allows you to play riffs without actually working very hard. All that kind of stuff. Love this old song. First, I had a slightly religious upbringing, a very religious upbringing, and my mum and dad are both musicians, and they had all kinds of religious songbooks, so this one was bound to crop up, and again I forgot about it until years later in the Albion band, when we were putting together a sort of an Easter show type thing, and Kathy LaSurf came in with this and reminded me again that I knew it from when I was 6 years old. And I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, travelling through this land alone. Yet there's no sickness, toil, nor danger in the bright land to where I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over. I know dark clouds will gather o'er me. I know my way is rough and steep. Yet beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. That would be a very good example of why it would have been a good idea to tune the E down to E flat.